Frank Robinson's life was often marked by controversies, from being caught with a concealed weapon to facing marital and financial issues, which kept him in the headlines. Despite these struggles, his great achievements still stand out, even after his recent passing from cancer. But before we proceed, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. On February 9, 1961, Frank Robinson found himself at the center of a heated argument in a Cincinnati restaurant. During the exchange, tensions escalated, and Robinson pulled out a .25 caliber pistol. The incident quickly drew attention and added to his growing reputation for controversy. A little over a month later, on March 20th, he appeared in court and pleaded guilty to the charge of carrying a concealed weapon. The judge ordered him to pay a $250 fine, which was a significant amount at the time. He was married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce, leaving a trail of personal challenges and public scrutiny. His first marriage to Barbara Ann Cole came to a bitter end in 1968, and the breakup wasn't a quiet one. There were allegations of infidelity and abuse, though these claims were never proven in court. Still, the accusations stirred up negative publicity, casting a shadow over his image at the time. As the years went on, Robinson faced difficulties that extended beyond his personal relationships. Despite earning a substantial income during his playing days and later as a manager, financial troubles caught up with him later in life. In 2012, he shocked many of his fans by filing for bankruptcy. Robinson cited poor investments and a steady decline in income as the reasons behind his financial struggles. For a man who had achieved so much on the field, this revelation surprised many and raised questions about how he managed his wealth. Robinson's journey into professional baseball was nothing short of remarkable, filled with achievements and challenges that shaped his legendary career. He attended McClemens High School in Oakland, where he showed early promise as an athlete. On the basketball court, he was teammates with none other than Bill Russell, a future NBA legend. On the baseball diamond, he shared the field with future stars Vada Pinson and Curt Flood. These early experiences with top talent hinted at the greatness Robinson was destined for. Robinson also played American Legion Baseball, a stepping stone for many future big leaguers. In 1953, his talent caught the eye of Bobby Maddock, a scout for the Cincinnati Reds, who signed him to a contract worth $3,500, a substantial amount at the time, equivalent to nearly $40,000 today. That year, Robinson made his professional debut with the Ogden Reds in the Class C Pioneer League. He wasted no time making an impact, hitting an impressive .348 with 17 home runs and 83 RBIs in just 72 games. His talent was undeniable, and it earned him a promotion to the Tulsa Oilers in the Class AA Texas League the following season. However, Robinson's rise wasn't without setbacks. After struggling with the Oilers in 1954, he was sent down to the Columbia Reds in the Class A South Atlantic League, where he spent 2 seasons honing his skills. By 1956, at the age of 20, Robinson was ready for the big leagues, making his major league debut with the Cincinnati Reds on April 17th. That season, the Reds shocked the baseball world by leaping into first place by mid-season after years of poor performances. Robinson played a key role, leading the team with 18 home runs by mid-season and earning a spot as the National League's starting left fielder in the All-Star game. The Reds fought hard that year, staying in the pennant race until the very last day of the season. They finished with a strong 91-63 record, just 2 games behind the Brooklyn Dodgers. Robinson ended his rookie season with a .290 batting average, 83 RBIs, and 38 home runs, tying a major league record for most home runs by a rookie. That incredible power-hitting display earned him the 1956 National League Rookie of the Year award and firmly established him as one of baseball's brightest young stars. The following years solidified Robinson's reputation as an elite player. In 1957, he improved his batting average to .322, tying Hank Aaron for third in the National League batting race. He also found himself at the center of a voting controversy when 6 Reds players, including Robinson, were voted into the starting lineup for the All-Star game after an intense ballot-stuffing campaign by Cincinnati fans. Commissioner Ford C. Frick intervened, allowing Robinson to keep his spot, but replacing others with players like Hank Aaron and Willie Mays. That incident led to fans losing their voting rights for All-Star selections until 1970. Robinson continued to shine on the field, winning his only Gold Glove award in 1958 and improving his stats in the subsequent seasons. By 1961, he had transitioned to right field and enjoyed another standout year, batting .323 with 37 home runs and 124 RBIs. His performance earned him the National League MVP award and helped the Reds clinch the pennant. Although they lost to the New York Yankees in the World Series, Robinson's leadership and skill were undeniable. Robinson was more than just a great hitter. He was also a fiercely competitive and aggressive player. His hard-nosed style of play sometimes led to on-field altercations. In 1957, he spiked short shortstop Johnny Logan during a slide, causing Logan to miss 6 weeks. In 1960, a hard slide into third base led to a heated fistfight with Eddie Matthews, the Milwaukee Braves Hall of Fame third baseman. Robinson's fiery nature made him a force to be reckoned with and earned him both admiration and controversy throughout his career. By 1962, Robinson reached new heights, hitting a career-high .342 and leading the league in several categories, including runs scored, doubles, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. His dominance at the plate cemented his status as one of the greatest players of his era. Throughout his career, Robinson's passion, talent, and determination left a lasting mark on the game of baseball. Robinson's career took a dramatic turn on December 9, 1965, when the Cincinnati Reds made the shocking decision to trade him to the Baltimore Orioles. Reds owner Bill DeWitt, known for his history of successful trades during his time in Detroit and his work rebuilding the Reds, justified the move by famously referring to Robinson as not a young 30. The Reds, strong offensively but in need of pitching, received pitcher Milt Pappas, pitcher Jack Balchin, and outfielder Dick Simpson in return. However, the trade proved to be one of the most lopsided in baseball history. While Pappas, once consistent in Baltimore, struggled in Cincinnati, Robinson thrived in Baltimore, proving that age was just a number. In his very first season with the Orioles in 1966, Robinson made history. He won the Triple Crown, leading the American League with a .316 batting average, 49 home runs, and 122 RBIs in 155 games. On May 8, 1966, he achieved another extraordinary feat, becoming the only player to hit a home run completely out of Memorial Stadium. The massive 541-foot shot off Cleveland's Luis Tiant was so legendary that a flag marked "Here" was flown at the spot where the ball left the stadium until the Orioles moved to Camden Yards in 1992. That same year, Robinson's bat carried the Orioles to their first World Series title. In a 4-game sweep of the defending champion, Los Angeles Dodgers, Robinson was the standout performer, hitting 2 crucial home runs off Don Drysdale, one in Game 1 and another in Game 4, which was the only run in a 1-0 victory that clinched the championship. His heroics earned him the World Series MVP award and cemented his status as a postseason legend. Robinson wasn't just a powerhouse on the field, he also brought humor and leadership to the Orioles clubhouse. During the 1969 season, he presided over the team's Kangaroo Court, a lighthearted ritual held after every win. As the self-appointed judge, Robinson handed out fines for minor infractions, like $1 for every lady talked to during a game, and presented playful awards for blunders. For example, pitcher Jim Palmer once received the John Mason Base Running Award, a decrepit old cleat for his base running mistakes. Palmer later credited the Kangaroo Court with helping the team bond and stay loose during their run of success. Robinson continued to deliver spectacular performances. On June 26, 1970, in a game against the Washington Senators, he achieved an almost unbelievable feat by hitting 2 grand slams in consecutive innings, the 5th and 6th, off the same 3 runners, Dave McNally, Don Buford, and Paul Blair. This remarkable moment highlighted his uncanny ability to rise to the occasion. Under Robinson's leadership, the Orioles won 3 straight American League pennants from 1969 to 1971 and claimed another World Series title in 1970 by defeating Robinson's former team, the Cincinnati Reds. Known for his sharp wit, Robinson added a touch of humor before the 1969 World Series, famously quipping, "Bring on the Mets and Ron Gaspar." When corrected by a teammate that it was actually Rod, he joked back, "Okay, bring on Rod, stupid." As his playing career wound down, Robinson's journey continued to evolve. In December 1971, the Orioles traded him to the Los Angeles Dodgers, where he played 1 season. Though his numbers dipped, his work ethic and leadership earned the respect of teammates. He then moved to the California Angels in 1972, where he became their first designated hitter and reunited with his old friend Vada Pinson. In his 2 seasons with the Angels, Robinson remained productive, hitting 50 home runs and driving in 160 RBIs across 276 games. In September 1974, Robinson's career took another turn when he was traded to the Cleveland Indians. Soon after, Cleveland made the groundbreaking decision to name him player manager, making Robinson the first African-American manager in Major League Baseball history. In his first at-bat as a player manager on opening day in 1975, Robinson delivered a memorable moment, blasting a home run off Doc Medich of the Yankees. While injuries limited his playing time, his presence as a leader was undeniable. Robinson retired as a player after the 1976 season, season, leaving behind a legacy of 586 career home runs and countless unforgettable moments. His final at-bat came fittingly against the Orioles, where he singled in a run, a perfect ending to an extraordinary career that was equal parts brilliance, grit, and resilience. Robinson's incredible baseball journey spanned 21 remarkable years, leaving an unforgettable mark on the game. Over his career, Robinson batted an impressive .294, belted 586 home runs, drove in 1,312 runs, and collected 2,943 hits. When he retired, those 586 home runs ranked as the fourth most in baseball history, trailing only the legendary names of Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and Willie Mays. Even today, his achievements still resonate deeply. Robinson is third on the Cincinnati Reds all-time home run leaderboard with 324, behind only Johnny Bench and Joey Votto. His .554 slugging percentage remains the best in Reds history, a testament to the sheer power he brought to the plate. Robinson's career was filled with milestones that showcased his talent and determination. In his rookie season, he tied Wally Burger's record with 38 home runs, a mark that stood for decades until Pete Alonso surpassed it in 2019. On opening day, Robinson was in a league of his own, setting the record with 8 career opening day home runs, a record that still stands. One of those was especially historic, coming in his first at-bat as a player-manager. Perhaps one of Robinson's greatest feats came in 1966 when he won the American League Triple Crown, leading the league with a .363 batting average, 49 home runs, and 122 RBIs. That achievement placed him among the all-time greats, as only 2 players, Carl Yastrzemski and Miguel Cabrera, have matched that accomplishment since. Adding to his legacy, Robinson remains the only player in Major League history to win the Most Valuable Player award in both the National and American Leagues, a testament to his unparalleled ability to dominate wherever he played. As his playing career wound down, Robinson set his sights on breaking barriers. By the early 1970s, he was vocal about his desire to become the first black manager in Major League Baseball. That passion, however, led to friction with his then team, the California Angels, who ultimately traded him to the Cleveland Indians in 1974. Shortly after joining Cleveland, Robinson made history on October 2, 1974, when he was named the team's player manager, becoming the first African-American to manage in the majors. It was a groundbreaking moment, not just for baseball, but for sports as a whole. Robinson's time managing in Cleveland had its challenges. Balancing playing and managing was no easy task, and he often clashed with the team's general manager, Phil Segui. Additionally, tensions with players, such as pitcher Gaylord Perry, sometimes made the job more difficult. Despite these hurdles, Robinson led the Indians to a winning record in 1976, their first in 8 years. However, after a rough start to the 1977 season, Cleveland decided to let him go. Robinson didn't stay off the bench for long. In 1981, he became the manager of the San Francisco Giants, staying with the team until partway through the 1984 season. After a brief stint as a hitting coach for the Milwaukee Brewers, he joined the Baltimore Orioles front office. Then in 1988, he returned to the dugout, taking over as the Orioles manager. That year, Robinson guided the team through one of the most dramatic turnarounds in baseball history. The Orioles had lost 107 games the previous year, but under Robinson's leadership, they rebounded to finish with an 87-75 record in 1989. For his efforts, Robinson earned the American League Manager of the Year award, though the Orioles narrowly missed the postseason in a thrilling division race against the Toronto Blue Jays. Later in his managerial career, Robinson took the helm of the Montreal Expos in 2002, at a time when Major League Baseball owned the struggling franchise. He brought stability to the team, leading them to consecutive winning seasons in 2002 and 2003. However, the Expos faltered in 2004, their final season before relocating to Washington, D.C. Robinson continued as manager of the Washington Nationals, earning his 1,000th managerial win on April 20, 2006, becoming the 53rd manager in MLB history to reach that milestone. Robinson's leadership extended beyond wins and losses. He was known for his integrity and willingness to make tough decisions, such as when he pulled Nationals catcher Matt LaCroix mid-inning during a game in 2006, a rare move for a manager. Despite winning the game, Robinson was visibly emotional afterward, showing the respect he had for his players and the difficulty of the decision. Off the field, Robinson was widely celebrated. In 1982, he was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame as a Baltimore Oriole. He also earned places in the Halls of Fame for the Cincinnati Reds and Cleveland Indians, and was honored with statues in front of 3 stadiums: Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, and Progressive Field in Cleveland. Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure to subscribe to Baseball Icons so so that you never miss an update. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check this one out too.